the heart of Bengal, where green fields meet an ancient sky, lie the quiet ruins of a forgotten world. This is Paharpur, in modern-day Naogan, Bangladesh. Here, a whisper of history rises from the earth, a monument to a time when faith and knowledge carved a path for civilizations. More than 1200 years ago, a great structure was born, a symbol of Bengal's ancient glory, a place known to the ages as Somapura Mahavihara. It stands not as a ruin, but as a memory held in brick and stone, a testament to a light that once shone brightly across Asia. It was a time of kings and visionaries. The late 8th or early 9th century, the Pala dynasty reigned, and Bengal was alive with a new purpose. Dharmapala, the second Pala ruler, dreamt of a center for learning and spirituality. He was a devout Buddhist, a king who saw wisdom as the greatest treasure. Under his guidance, this dream was given form. The Palas were not just conquerors. They were patrons of art, architecture, and philosophy. Their era became known as Bengal's Golden Age of Buddhism, a time when the region was a beacon of enlightenment. Somapura Mahavihara was its crown jewel, a monastery built to echo the heavens. This was more than a home for monks. It was an intellectual heart, beating with the rhythm of debate and discovery. Somapura Mahavihara was a great university, a place of profound learning that rivaled the famous centers of Nalanda. And its reputation traveled on the winds, carried by merchants and pilgrims. Scholars journeyed from the high mountains of Tibet, the ancient lands of China, the spiritual valleys of Nepal, and the distant shores of Southeast Asia. They came seeking knowledge. Here, minds were sharpened on the whetstones of logic and philosophy. The secrets of medicine were unraveled. The beauty of the fine arts was perfected. It was a crucible of thought, where ideas from across the continent met, mingled, and were transformed. The scale of the vision is breathtaking. The complex sprawls across 27 acres of land, a universe unto itself. At its center stands a colossal shrine, its cruciform shape reaching for the sky like a mandala made of earth. Around it, 177 cells housed the monks and scholars, each a small space for private contemplation. But the true story is told on the walls. Thousands of terracotta plaques adorn the structure, a visual library of a bygone era. They depict gods and goddesses from a shared spiritual world, mythical creatures from ancient tales, and simple scenes of daily life. Musicians playing their instruments, farmers tending their fields, animals roaming the forest. Each plaque is a window into the soul of ancient Bengal. This architectural language was so powerful, its influence can be seen in the Grand Temple of Borobudur in Indonesia and in the sacred structures of Myanmar in Thailand. Somapura Mahavihara did not just exist. It inspired. In the intricate designs of its terracotta, a deeper story of harmony unfolds. Here, Buddhist symbols rest alongside figures from Hindu and Jain traditions. A deity with multiple arms, a bodhisattva in calm meditation, a serpent god from an older faith. This was not a place of division. It was a reflection of the profound religious tolerance that defined ancient Bengal. People of different beliefs lived and learned together, their artistic expressions woven into a single, magnificent tapestry. The craftsmanship speaks of a society that valued beauty, skill, and a shared humanity. It is a reminder that diversity was not a challenge to be overcome, but a source of cultural and spiritual wealth. For 400 years, the light of Somapura Mahavihara burned brightly. It flourished under the patronage of the Palas and the dynasties that followed. Its halls echoed with the sounds of chanting, teaching, and quiet contemplation. But the empires wane, and the ages turn. By the 12th century, shadows began to fall. Invasions shook the political foundations of Bengal. The winds of change blew cold, and the patronage that had sustained the great monastery dwindled. The scholars slowly departed, the libraries fell silent, and the once vibrant courtyards grew quiet. The complex was gradually abandoned. Nature, patient and persistent, began to reclaim what was hers. Vines crept over the terracotta walls, and earth covered the silent cells. the great University of Bengal slept, hidden beneath a blanket of soil and memory. Centuries passed. The legend of the great monastery faded into folklore. Then, in the 19th century, under British colonial rule, the forgotten giant was a strange, earthen mound in Paharpur caught the eye of explorers and archaeologists. What secrets did it hold? The true scale of the site remained a mystery until the 1920s and 30s. Major excavations began, and layer by layer, history was peeled back. The central shrine emerged from the earth. The monk cells were cleared of debris. The terracotta plaques saw the light of day once more. The world was stunned. This was not just a local ruin. It was a treasure of human civilization. In 1985, in recognition of its universal importance, Somapura Mahavihara was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its place in history secured forever. Today, Somapura Mahavihara stands as a proud monument to Bangladesh's past. It draws visitors from around the world, archaeologists eager to study its secrets, and travelers seeking a connection to a lost era. It represents a time of peace, learning, and cultural brilliance. But its legacy is more than just archaeological. It is a reminder that knowledge has no borders. It is proof that a small corner of the world once served as a junction point for all of Asia, uniting diverse peoples in a common quest for wisdom. The whispers of 1,000 scholars still linger in the air, a timeless lesson in unity and enlightenment. The silence that now rests upon Somapura Mahavihara is not an ending. It is a reflection. These are not just ruins. They are the enduring skeleton of an idea that enlightenment is the highest purpose of humanity. This was a place where faith and wisdom met to shape world culture, where the art of one nation became the inspiration for another. In its quiet grandeur, it tells a timeless story. A story of a Bengal that was once a beacon of knowledge, its light reaching nations far beyond its borders. It is a memory of what we were, and a quiet promise of what we can be again.